Hey guys, Sima aka Simizzle here, back with another video, and I'm going to show you how I made these 70 inspired centerpieces for a too groovy party. I made about like 4 or 5 different kinds, so you're going to see that later in the video. But first off, I'm going to show you all the materials that I use. The description below will have more details, but I basically got everything from SHEIN, Amazon, and Dollar Tree. So first off, I'm going to show you, and Five Below. I got these disco balls from Five Below. So first off, I'm going to show you how I made that first centerpiece with the disco ball on it. Like I said, I got the disco ball from Five Below. And this is me hot gluing on that disco ball. As you can see, I cut off that string part first just because I didn't want it there. But this is me hot gluing on. You want to make sure you hold it for at least like 10 to 15 seconds so it doesn't move. Some foam bases I did get from Dollar Tree, and this is how it looks. Now we're going to move on to the flowers. I got the individual orange flowers from a dollar store near me, and then those regular flowers from Dollar Tree. As you can see, I picked them off the stem. And then I am making a hole first with the stem and then putting hot glue and sticking the flower inside of that hole that I make. Reason why I make the hole first is to see if I'm placing the flower exactly where I want it to be. So I do suggest doing that first. Just going to keep on doing that and going around the base. It's okay if you're space, you're going to see green spots left over. And I'm about to put on the last flower now, and this is what it looks like. And now for the individual flowers, this is to cover them green spaces, as you can see me doing right now. So I'm just taking each flower petal and just gluing it on, trying to make it look like a little flower like look, or I'm really just using it to cover all of the green spots. So any green spots that you see that you don't want anybody else to see, cover those. And this is how the final product looked. Next up is going to be the 70 signs that I got from Amazon. I did not use the sticks that it came with. I'm just going to hot glue them on. That is what you're going to see me doing now. I do suggest before you hot glue it on to see where exactly you were going to put it. As you can see, I'm just kind of struggling at first because I tried to put it in the middle. And I ended up having to move it down a little bit and basically put it in front of the top of the thing, if that makes sense. If you guys can see what I'm doing right now. But yeah, this is me. You definitely do have to hold it and adjust it. As you see, it was leaning back when I first placed it on there. So I did have to bend it a little bit just to make it forward. And now you're going to see me hot gluing the little disco balls that I got from SHEIN on the back just to cover that top disco ball part. I didn't want it to look too weird. And yeah, this is how the final product looked. Now we move on to the circle centerpieces. The circle brass rings I got from Dollar Tree. The little disco balls, SHEIN. The flowers, I got from Dollar Tree. This foam base I got from Dollar Tree. As you see, I'm cutting it in half because it was a little bit too big. And I cut it again because that was way too big. I didn't want it to be that big coming from the bottom. But if you want it to be big, you could do that. The bigger it is, however, the more flowers you have to use. So this is me hot gluing it on, and you can let it sit for like 10 seconds, and this is how that looks. And then I'm going to add the flowers on. As before, I just peel them off the stem, and I make the hole, and I hot glue it on, as you're going to see me do in this video. For this look, I wanted it to be more of a pattern, so I'm just going to take one of the white big flowers, and then one of the yellow, and then do a pattern with that. And then I take the pink and put them in between. And yeah, you're just going to fill it in until you're satisfied with how the bottom part looks. And this is going to be how that final product looked in just a second. Cute, flowery. Now I'm going to add disco balls on from SHEIN. The chain I also got from a dollar store near me, so you could get that from anywhere. I'm gonna hot glue the chain onto the disco balls first. You know, hold it for about 10 15 seconds, and then I am going to measure the chain to see, you know, how long you want it to be always. And I'm gonna cut it and then add some hot glue and hold it onto the brass ring. That you want to hold for like 20 to 30 seconds, as long as you can, just to make sure that it doesn't fall. And then you repeat the process, hot glue on the chain, measure it, cut it, hot glue, and do that until you have as many disco balls as you want. I only did 3. You could do more if you want it to be a more chainful look. And this is how that final product looked with all of them on. Next up is the Amazon 70 pieces. I took 2 flowers, I hot glued them to each other, as you see right now, and then I hot glue it onto the brass ring. My goal was to cover those top chains so it doesn't just look like, you know, chain just hanging from the thing. And yeah, this is how that came out. And then I'm going to add a flower to the back of the daisy to try to cover that brass ring, you know, just to make it look more elegant and more centerpiece like. And this is how the final product looked with everything on it. And next up, I'm just going to show you the other centerpieces I made. I didn't show the process because it's the same exact process as the first disco ball, where you just hot glue everything on the bottom base and on the top. Instead of petals, I use feathers, obviously. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Comment, share, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day.